Okay, welcome back. Right, as you can see, it's Chase HQ, and we're going to be seeing it on the Amstrad CPC 464, ZX Spectrum, Commodore 64, and the Commodore Amiga. I'm familiar with the Spectrum version. The others I've not played until today or within the last couple of days. As ever, it's just an opportunity for you and us to have a discussion about what we think about each particular version, the strengths, the weaknesses. If you owned one version, what did you think of the versions that you saw that you never knew of, you were never familiar with? That's what it's all about. So we're going to get into it, and we're going to put the Amstrad CPC, followed by the Spectrum, followed by the Commodore 64, followed by the Amiga. Right, see you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. Right, here we go. Chase HQ for the Amstrad CPC 464. I'm new to this version. The only versions of Chase HQ I have ever played are the Spectrum version, which I had back in the day and thought it was a fantastic conversion, and also the Amiga version, which I've been playing over the last week with the WinUAE emulator, which we'll have a look at later. But here we go, Amstrad version. Amstrad owners, please shout up your memories, etc. Now, controls have been set: Q for accelerate, A for brake, OP left and right, M to change gears, space for turbos. This version I'm playing does have a cheat built into it with unlimited turbos, which I might need to utilise because I'm not particularly good at it. Right, so to play I've got to press my gear button and wait for it to load. And here we go. This is Nancy at Chase HQ. We've got an emergency here. You're a cheerful one, aren't you? Ralph the Idaho Slasher, the first baddie. Right, so here we go. Now this is really nice and colourful, and on the Amstrad it moves really well. Sound engine noises and tyre screeches, etc. If I press the space bar to get the turbo going, you see it licks along quite well. And this is an impressive conversion. Make sure I take the right fork here. You can of course use... oh, that's the wrong button. Oh come on, I'm going to run out of time on this. You see what I mean? I'm going to be hopeless at this. Going to run out of time. I know I am. Oh come on. Driving video games the way I drive in real life. Not really, I'm a good driver. But yeah, this is... when you see, in particular, the Amstrad version of Outrun, I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that's horrifyingly slow. This is a good example of what the machine is capable of, given the sort of right hands to get the best out of it. Like I say, it's really nice and colourful, really sort of chunky graphics, nice bold colours, controls well. It's because of me that... yes, I know, Nancy, my time's going to run out. Thank you very much. Should be a massive pain in the arse, that one. Yeah, so Amstrad owners, what are your thoughts of this? Now, this doesn't have the sort of let's go Mr. Driver that you got on the Spectrum version, but that was only on the 128K version, so I don't know if... right, yeah, go on, let's carry on. I don't know if... come on. If there's a 128 Amstrad version that includes that and the Chase HQ sort of theme, if you know what I mean. Because other than the engine sounds and the sounds sort of in-game, it is otherwise silent. There doesn't seem to be any music. Now, I don't want to waste my turbos. Hopefully I shouldn't be too far away from Ralph. There he is. Come here, you bugger. Right. Right, so as you can see, I just got to bash into him and basically ram him off the road. Easier said than done. Oops, I am, of course, as you can see, already playing the version with unlimited turbos on it, which I forgot to reset before I started the video. Whoops-a-daisy. But to be honest, I would never have got very far without it, actually. You know, so when you've only got the 3 turbos, which is all you're given, you've really got to sort of concentrate on what it is that you're doing in order. You don't want to be bashing into sort of roadside furniture or other cars, because that will slow you down. And despite the damage that Ralph is taking, he doesn't slow down, or the baddies won't slow down. But this is a good example of what the Amstrad is capable of. It's an excellent conversion. So even with all those unlimited boosts, I'm probably not going to... Am I going to get in? Not if I drive like that, I'm not. Oh, come on, Baz, 5 seconds. Couple more should do. Oh, thank God, just about got him. But yeah, Amstrad owners, please tell me what your thoughts and memories of the Amstrad version of Chase HQ are. I think it's really colourful, moves really well, and you know, you wouldn't have been unhappy with this. Now, I apologise that I forgot to reset the game before I stopped playing, and I went to the shop, came back and started sort of playing and recording the video. Completely forgot I'd left the cheat on, so I do apologise for that. But that very quickly was Chase HQ for the Amstrad CPC 464. Very impressive game. Right, let's move on. Okay, right, here we are, ZX Spectrum version of Chase HQ. This is the one I'm most familiar with. I had it back in the day. I absolutely loved it. So let's define my keys. Gear, I'll have, what did I used to have for gear? Right, I'll have M for gear, Q, A, O, P, and I'll have space for turbo. Right, play keyboard. And look at it, it's and listen to it, it's fantastic. So this is of course the 1 to 8K version that I'm playing, and the presentation of the Spectrum version is brilliant. Let's just get into it. Hold on, man. And this is probably one of the best, if not the best. Oh shit, I've pressed turbo instead of gear. Probably one of the best conversions, arcade conversions for the Spectrum, and there were some fantastic arcade conversions for the Spectrum, and I used to play this a lot. Believe it or not, I used to be able to complete this. You ain't seeing that now. Yes, we've got to go. Yes, I know, I understand. You don't need to keep haranguing me. Right. So yeah, graphics, really good sense of speed, really detailed. Of course it's monochrome. Now you can just imagine what it would have been like with this kind of speed, all the bells and whistles and the sort of graphics, the wonderful graphics of the Amstrad version. So if you've never, oh shit, I've done it again. If you've never seen the Spectrum version of Chase HQ, what is your impression of it? What do you think of it? How do you think it stacks up against all the others? Now in this video, of course, you will see the Amstrad, Commodore 64 and Amiga versions of Chase HQ. So interested as to what you think of it. I'm not going to catch Ralph. Ralph is going to get away. Ralph is a lucky boy. Yeah. Oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it? Yes, I know, time's up. Right, yeah, let's continue from here, see if I can catch up with the bugger. Right, I've done it again! Oh, wasted all my boosts. Oh, right, well there he is. There's Ralphie Poos. Come here. Now, it is, compared to the other 2 versions, it's quite frantic. And it does, come on. It does play really well. Now, of course, in the Amstrad section I made a mistake and I forgot to turn the unlimited boosts cheat off. I don't have that activated on the Spectrum. I'm not even sure if there is there probably is. But I'm just playing with 3 boosts, all of which are gone. So it's up to my insane driving skills to ram this bugger off the road. Oh, it's going to be close. But yeah, this is a fantastic game, and I used to play it loads on the Spectrum back in the day, and I remember being sort of blown away by the sort of presentation, the playability. Are we going to get him? Are we going to get him? No, we're not, because there's a bloody truck in the way. Ah. Come on. Oh, he's going to get away. That sodding truck. Ah. Is he going to give me one more go? Yes, Nancy, I know time's up. Thank you. Yeah, go on. Where have you gone, Ralph? Right. But yeah, absolutely. Ooh. Come on. Pay more attention to driving than to talking, Baz. Oh dear. This might be going a bit better. I'm tempting fate by saying that, aren't I? Bloody truck again. Right, so that's all my boosts gone. Oh, get out the fucking way. Oh! Come on, Ralph, let me catch you. Could do it. Just need a couple more. Get out the way, truck. Ah! You swine. Oh, one more go. Come on, I must have one more go. Come on, please, please. No! Ah, well, that is the Spectrum version of Chase HQ, and it is absolutely fantastic. Let's move on. Okay, here we are. Right, we're going to fire up the Commodore 64 version of Chase HQ. Now, this is a cracked version, as most of the games I've downloaded seem to be, but I'm not going to make the same mistake I made with the Amstrad version, and I'm not going to cheat, or I'm not going to turn the cheats on, so I don't forget to turn them off. I don't want unlimited boost, I don't want unlimited time. Okay, right, here we go. Commodore 64 version of Chase HQ, and you can already see it's looking different from the Amstrad and Spectrum versions. Right, let's get into it, see how it actually plays compared to those. Right, from initially it's not as nice looking as those two games, those two versions of the game, but let's see how we go. You know, we've got Nancy there from Chase HQ giving us the info about Ralph, the Idaho slasher. Let's get on with it. Right, okay, now having to play with joysticks, which I'm never a huge fan of, and the music for some reason has turned itself off as soon as I pressed the gear button. I don't know why it's done that. Now, compared to those previous versions that I've already shown you, this looks, well, ugly. Compared to them, it's not moving great, not giving a great sort of sense of speed here. The premise is exactly the same. Now, I've had a sort of quick play of this already, and to be honest, compared to those other versions, this is not fantastic. In fact, it's quite dull really to play. Come on. Right. So, you know, the sound effects are okay, I suppose. You're not getting much of an impression of speed. Yeah. Now, strangely, although already I'm now sort of considering this the weakest of the 4 versions you're going to see, of course, got so that'll have been the Amiga, Amstrad, Spectrum, and this. Weirdly, apparently, the C64 version of Chase HQ2 is supposed to be amazing. Now, I've not played that game. I've played the Spectrum version of it, and whereas the Spectrum version of Chase HQ is brilliant, the Spectrum version of Chase HQ2 is not. So yeah, things seem to have roles seem to have been reversed for the sequels, for the sequel. Now, I did used to play Chase HQ a bit in the arcade. There was a machine in the pub I used to spend a bit of time playing, but it also had hard driving in it, and I used to, and Tecmo or Tec-Arn World Cup, and I used to play those more, to be honest. Right, come on, let's get this going. There's a knock at the door. Someone go and get the door. Right, and the dog's starting to bark. Right, come on. Right, my time is going to run out unless I spot the enemy vehicle or spot Ralph. Now, the sprites of the other vehicles aren't great either. So press space to activate a boost, and I'm going to run out unless I spot him real soon, i.e. in the next 2 seconds. Right, there we are, just in the nick of time. So there's Ralphie Poos. Oh, come on, you fucking idiot. Right. Yeah, I'm not enjoying the Commodore 64 version that much. Get out of the way. Come on. Now I've wasted all my boosts, as you can see, and this is just more than a little bit tedious, I'm afraid. I don't suppose it's the worst game, but also it isn't the best. Now, I hate playing with joysticks, and my wrist is already starting to give me jip from this. I don't know if you can play it with keys, don't know. Oh, come on. It's a few more hits. Where's a stinger when you need it? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, time is running down. Oh, come on, Ralph, let me catch you. It's just not cricket. One more. One more should do it. Oh, get out of the way, you... Ah. Oh, am I going to do it? Yes, got him. Thank God for that. Jesus Christ, my arm is killing me now. Right, there we go. That's the first level of Chase HQ on the Commodore 64. I didn't really enjoy that too much. Commodore 64 owners, please shout up your memories of that particular game. Amstrad Spectrum fans, again, similarly. Now, Chase HQ is the kind of game that would have been favoured the Spectrum in the old Playground Wars from back in the day when, you know, you used to get the old Commodore fans sort of taking a piss out of blocky graphics, colour clash, etc. Or you could have turned around at them and said, have you seen your version of Chase HQ? Because it's pants compared to ours. But anyway, let's move on. Right, okay, welcome back. Commodore Amiga version of Chase HQ. Now, I'm going to do my best to show you what this is like, but unfortunately the keyboard layout I'm using is cursor arrows, control for fire and alt for gears, or the other way round, and then space to do the turbo boost, and it's really difficult to get my fingers around. Ooh, misses. So I'm going to do my best to sort of show you the Commodore Amiga version. Let's, you can already hear that it's got some sort of like great music sort of going on. There's speech in the game as well, which we're going to hear. Again, sort of, what do you think of this, Amiga owners? Did you like it?
Nancy at Space Headquarters. We've got an emergency here.
There's that bloody Nancy. Right, so again, here we go. Now, you're going to have to bear with me on this. Like I said, I'm going to try and show you as best I can, but you know, this sort of keyboard layout is not great. I have tried changing it to a particular Q8 OP and space that I like, but then unfortunately it doesn't seem to allow the space button to do the turbos. I don't know why, but never mind. Anyway, it's really nice and colourful, really fast, sounds great. There is an option to have music on by the look of things, but I couldn't select that. For some reason it just won't let me have it. It just ain't having it. But yeah, I mean, it plays really well. The only problem I sort of have with it is that it doesn't seem to be anything that you wouldn't have expected from the Amiga. It doesn't seem to sort of push it really. It's competent, it's fun, it's playable, but oh dear. But it doesn't seem anything, because of the extra sort of power and sort of grunt that the machine has. I mean, it doesn't seem, oh, wallop. Doesn't seem anything, oh, come on, get going. Overly memorable. It's good. There's no doubt in that. But like I said, you would have expected the Amiga to be able to sort of like pull something like this out. Whereas, you know, particularly with a 128K Spectrum version, because of the machine it is, the fact that the version is as brilliant as it is makes it sort of stand out all the more. Similarly with the Amstrad, I mean, the Amstrad's had poor sort of arcade conversions, poor driving games. So the fact that its version of Chase HQ is also really good makes it stand out more as well. Whereas this, you kind of get the feeling that this isn't pushing the Amiga really. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Commodore Amiga at all. I don't know if back in the day when this came out, this was considered groundbreaking, or whether or not there were other games that were way in advance of it. Playable enough. Very playable. Of course, it's Chase HQ, but it does seem to be not making an effort, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Oh, I want to change gear, really, don't I? Haha. Let's see if I can at least find Ralph on this one. I'm having real difficulty with these keyboard controls. I have to get some kind of pad that I can... Oh, there he is. That I can play the game on. Oh dear, he's getting away. You ain't got nothing to worry from me, Ralph. Or is he getting away? That's him there, isn't it? Now, nice sound effects and everything. Whoa! Nice graphics. Like I said, it's moving nice. Now, kind of annoying in all the versions that the traffic doesn't affect them. Do it, and well, you never know, I might do. Come on. Ah, he got away, bastard. Right, that's Commodore Amiga version of Chase HQ. Please, Amiga owners, shout out with your memories of that. It's enjoyable, but I don't think it's, you know, it's pushing anything particularly. Right, see you in a bit. So there we go, that was 4 different versions of Chase HQ released by Ocean in 1989. Now, it's one of the best arcade conversions on the Spectrum. It was one of my favourite games back in the day. I used to be able to do much better than I showed you on that. But yeah, it's fast. It sounds great. It's got the speech and everything on the 128K version, and it's just a brilliant example of great programming. The Amstrad version as well. Really happy that I got to play that, because I've been wanting to do this video for a while. But I have to thank Christian Van Tilburg for supplying me with a ROM of the game that actually worked. I couldn't get it to work before, but that was really impressive, really colourful, nice speed. Very playable. Commodore 64 version, however, is not any of those. It's ugly to look at. It doesn't play particularly well. There's not a lot going for it at all. Compared to those other versions that you saw, it's not very good at all. The Amiga version was very good, but like I said on the segment, I didn't. You know, if back in the day you'd gone from a Spectrum to an Amiga, and you know, from one day to the next you played one version then the other, then yeah, it'd have blown you away, because it looks great, it sounds great, it plays really well. But like I said, I don't really think it does anything spectacular. It doesn't sort of, in this day and age, seem to sort of push the machine. It's just like as if it was just doing it because it could. But still a really good game. Now, please, shout in with your comments, etc. If you like the video, please let me know. If you wish to subscribe, please do so. But if you do subscribe, please make sure that you take the time to join in with the conversation, because that's what it's all about. Okay, thank you for watching. Take care and goodbye.